Okay.
The one my footage is on.
Yeah, that's a footage, that's the editor.
And
Like,
then I find my endpoint.
right, and you do entry in on this side, and then you'll do entry in on the side. Are you doing the audio? Are you
I
doing
have
that?
to do voiceover
Okay.
for some of it. Do I have to do that today, or can I edit first and then go back and do it?
It's like a whole.
Downtown Raleigh is in motion. Being the capital of North Carolina, Raleigh's downtown streets have a lot to offer, from government buildings such as the legislature to museums like the North Carolina Museum of History. The Civic Center and Memorial Auditorium are always alive with activities, the theater, symphony, and even the North Carolina Debutante Ball. The Art District adds color and creativity to Moores Square. So how can we bring back the people?
Hi, I am standing here at the Capitol Building, downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. The past 2 decades, Raleigh's downtown, along with many other cities, has been struggling for survival. In the 1970s, many families moved their residences into the suburbs. Because of all the people leaving the cities, downtowns all across America are in need for major changes. With Raleigh's beautiful downtown and all that it has to offer, the community is concerned, so they are working together to revitalize the area. Most of the residents in the area seem to gravitate to shopping centers and malls. Because of the lack of shopping in downtown Raleigh, stores like Hudson Belk were forced to close their doors.
The Downtown Raleigh Alliance is a nonprofit membership corporation consisting of major economic stakeholders in Raleigh's downtown. And it was organized about 2 years ago, primarily as an economic development and advocacy organization. So we get involved in things that help property owners buying and selling, or in things that would help investors consider and or make investments in the downtown. And with regard to advocacy, I think it's fair to say we would become involved in any responsible project or matter that had the potential to enhance the downtown as a place to live, work, or play.
After 5 o'clock, most people working in downtown Raleigh go home to their residences in the suburbs. In order to revitalize Raleigh's downtown area at night, it is mandatory that Raleigh provides more places like these behind me on Davie Street for people in Raleigh to reside in.
And in fact, there are a number of projects that are either being constructed, have been completed, or recently have been announced that speak to the growing interest in living downtown. In fact, I might mention several of those projects. Probably the first was the cotton mill, which was developed about 3 years ago in an old cotton mill made into loft-type condominiums, and it was very well received. And before the work was completed, roughly 50 of those units were sold, and they've been actively resold since the development of that project. The same developer then did Governor Square, which was 46 units near the governor's mansion, and currently is building Park Devereaux, which is about 48 units immediately across from the City Hall and truly right in the middle of the center city. As is often typical of center cities in America today, there are concerns about safety and cleanliness. That's a common, I guess, concern and or challenge for downtowns. And that's certainly the case in Raleigh, where there are concerns about vagrancy and homelessness as it is seen to be a part of vagrancy and so forth. And of course cleanliness. And one of the key action plans for the Downtown Raleigh Alliance is the institution of a business improvement district, or a BID as they are known. And that's a process where the council might institute an additional tax in a specific area of the city for specific purposes. For example, the plans in Raleigh would be to add additional cleaning and safety patrol services to enhance the existing level of service provided by the city of Raleigh. An area we have spent a lot of attention on is advocacy for projects that we think draw people to the center city. And that would include cultural and educational opportunities, among others, as well as the arts. One of the most interesting projects that will soon be completed in Raleigh's downtown is Explore Us, which is generically known, I guess, as a children's museum, but I think it really is a learning center for people of all ages.
Not only are there new museums like Explore Us, but more and more restaurants, bars, and clubs have been created to enhance life on the streets at night.
These apartments I'm standing in front of in downtown Raleigh are just few of what is available for residents to live in the downtown area. I feel like this is moron. The apartments to my right, these apartments that I'm standing in front of in downtown Raleigh are just few of the In order to revitalize downtown, it is main concern that residents leave the city after work at 5 to go home to the suburban areas. In order to bring people back downtown, a goal for the community in Raleigh is to build more residential. I am making this up as I go along. In order for Raleigh's downtown area to attract more of the public after 5, okay, now. After 5 o'clock, most of the citizens in order for Raleigh to revitalize its downtown area, one of the more important issues is what happens after 5 o'clock. Before 5 o'clock, the streets are busy, filled with people working, going to lunch. I'm so not doing this right. Okay. There's far and few between. Aren't these apartments great? They're in the middle of downtown Raleigh on Davie Street. I think we should have more of them so that the public will come join us downtown after 5 o'clock for food, fun, lots of parties, crazy rock and roll. I am standing here in Raleigh, the capital of North Carolina. I'm standing here at the Capitol building in Raleigh, North Carolina. For the past 2 decades, Raleigh's downtown I'm standing here at the Capitol building in Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh's downtown, just like many other cities, has been struggling for survival. In the 1970s, many families moved their residence into the suburbs. Because of all the I'm standing here in the Capitol building in Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh's downtown area, along with many other cities in America, is struggling for survival. In the 1970s, many families moved their residences into the suburbs. Because of all the people leaving downtown areas are in that